Hey Dre, tell us what you thought about Winter Fury.
I thought that was awesome, man. I'm like really inside the game. You can look around and stuff, use trees as cover. It was awesome. Oh, get some. Oh, what? Is this really happening right now?
What's your name?
My name is Parker.
Hey Parker, tell us what you think about Winter Fury.
Winter Fury is super fun, really addicting. The gunplay feels good. VR, top notch. So I've played quite a few different VR games. I'd say this one right here is definitely one of the better ones that I've tried out. Definitely would recommend it.
That's great. That's great. Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes.
Hey, so what's your name?
My name is Erin.
Erin, so what did you play today?
I played Winter Fury.
What did you think about it?
I thought it was great. I absolutely loved it. The 3D environment where you have to actually turn 360 to see people behind you, in front of you, at a distance. It's really, really cool.
Your name?
Josh.
Hey Josh, tell us a little bit about what your thoughts are on Winter Fury today.
So I thought it was really fun. I like the realisticness of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I really like the weapons. The weapons were really cool. I like how easy it is to just pull out your weapon.
My experiences with VR games have a lot of first-person shooters been very complex. Even when it gets more simplified, like Pavlov VR, they still had some complex mechanics, interacting with the firearms, whatnot. With Winter Fury, it was a lot simpler. It was easier to keep myself in the game, keep playing, rather than worrying about checking my weapon, finding out why isn't it firing. Oh, safety's on. Why isn't this firing and I got a brand new magazine in? Oh, I haven't charged around. You know, I don't really have to worry about that as much. I can just keep with the gameplay. And some of the actions that the enemies do remind me of old school arcade games like Time Crisis, House of the Dead.
Yeah.
They get right up in your face and just you're going off waves and waves of enemies.
Okay, cool.
A lot of fun.
Yeah! Fall off. Yes, he fell off! Oh, that was awesome.
So what's your name? Yeah, what's your name?
Talakrin.
Hey, so you played Winter Fury today. What did you think about it in general? And tell us a little bit about your background and your VR experiences.
Yeah, so I played in the sit-down mode first, and then played in the stand-up mode. I've played games like Beat Saber, Star Trek, Pavlov, and several other games before. I guess Pavlov is where I would believe this game here matches for my experience before. In the sit-down mode, because I hurt my back playing Beat Saber before, I slipped a couple discs, so I wanted to try your sit-down mode to see if I could kill the experience. The experience in the sit-down mode was beautiful to start with, and then as the things started coming from behind, we had to watch out for. There's a lot of stuff you can twist around and to be careful for. But if you can get your angles in your front 60s, definitely for people who have to sit down and play, absolutely amazing experience for sitting down and getting a good grips and good aiming, and the headshots were amazing. I think the headshots of this game gives you the most power and the most feel for like accomplishment here. Stood up on the second time playing through, and during the stand-up game I actually was not afraid for my back because of the way it actually played out really well. So able to maneuver really around. Definitely enjoyed the stand-up experience much better than sitting down. I don't know what you were saying. Got another question?
No, that's great. So in general, what did you think about Winter Fury compared to other VR games you played?
So I think we've got some AI polishing to do.
Yeah.
There's a couple AI pieces that are stuck behind trees or shooting behind bags, shooting at the bags, and they actually can't see you, you can't see them. The experience overall gives you a great sense of a little frightening with them attacking from sides and whatnot, so you're on the pivot, right? And so when you're on the pivot, it gives you the adrenaline dump you're needing to get that experience. Love it.
VR has come a long way. This is really enjoyable. I brought my brother here to try it.
It was a lot of fun. It was definitely interesting. I had a handful of experiences with VR, but this is definitely one of the best. It was difficult, and it had a lot of really good game mechanics in it. It wasn't just, you actually had to think about what you were doing a little bit, you know, you had weapons on your chest, you had the gun, you had the pistol, you had grenades. It was a lot of fun. It was really interesting mechanics meshing together.
Did you feel like you're really in there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, being able to look around 360 degrees, you know, enemies actually approaching up behind you, not just always in front of you, you know, behind you, to the side, you know, and you being able to take advantage of cover makes it a lot of fun. And it was it felt like a really immersive experience, being able to actually realize that I can crouch down and take cover behind something.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, Jeff McMillan.
Hey, Jeff, what did you think about Winter Fury when you played today?
Really, really nice. Really, really super realistic as far as the combat's concerned. Anyone who's a major fan of first-person shooters and of realistic war games, this is definitely like right up your alley. Especially if you're trying to get into the VR space for the first time, this is a great game to go with. Especially if you're interested in those kinds of games.
Go.
Just got done playing Winter's Fury. So much fun. I felt very immersed. Never got sick or nauseous. I didn't know how to grab my gun, but it was very intuitive. It was so cool. The first moment I looked, I noticed there's a tree next to me, and I instinctively put my back up against the tree. I keep doing this. That's on the wish list. Dual guns, but they know that. But I instinctively put my back against the tree and I kept my eyes above me or about me.
My name's Eric. I am the coach for Team Liquid. So I play a lot of games professionally.
What games do you play professionally?
I play Counter-Strike professionally.
Okay, so you played VR today. You played Winter Fury. What do you think about it?
It was cool. I mean, I haven't played many VR games, to be honest. It felt great. I mean, it felt like I was actually there. I didn't get like any motion sickness, and I do get motion sickness, so I'm like roller coasters and stuff. But I mean, it was fine.
Hey, so what's your name?
Val.
So what did you think about Winter Fury?
This game was awesome. Like I was so immersed into this universe that like I actually got scared sometimes, especially when someone like crept out around the corner.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I love it.
It was very interesting. It was really cool. It was really responsive, more so than I thought. And one of the most important things is that I didn't feel motion sick when I was playing it. I was worried about it. I read a lot about it online about people getting sick playing games, and I didn't get any of that. And I am very motion sick in cars even when I'm reading. And it was nice to play this for 20 minutes and not a bit. So
Yeah, and what did you think about your overall experience?
it was really good. I'm actually going to look more into buying all this stuff, and it's turned me on to it even more than I was before because of my experience with it.
Great, thanks.
Yeah.